Hello folks, this is Sullla once again. Welcome to another video in our ongoing series for Civilization 4. We're playing Always War with Hammurabi of Babylon, and we're playing against 6 monarch opponents. Up to this point in time, we are alive still hanging in there, still treading water. What I'm trying to do though is I need to try and start making up some ground. I really want to try and take some of these Indian cities in particular. I really need to take Bombay and Delhi. That would both effectively remove India as an opponent, and it would also get me some very high quality cities. Look at how much infrastructure these cities have. Like this one has, for those who don't know, you can see all the city improvements on the screen, on the map screen in Civ 4 if you've revealed the center tile of the city. So like this is a granary, library, barracks, monument, Hindu temple, and Buddhist temple. Not Buddhist temple, Jewish temple. So there is quite a bit in that city. And then Delhi has a whole bunch of stuff, and they also have the Hindu shrine and Stonehenge in this city, and a lighthouse out there. So anyway, these would be very useful cities to capture. I did go ahead and just make 1 or 2 little minor changes after I stopped recording. I think I changed the builds in 1 or 2 of these cities, shifted some tiles around. Nothing too major, no huge changes anywhere. Anyway, we did weather a rather sizable attack towards the end of that last video. There were about 15 or so units that came in over here, and then there was another stack of about 6 units that came in over here, and we managed to push that back with relatively minor losses overall, so not too bad on the whole. Anyway, that means that once our units heal up, we may be able to push and do something against India. That's what I'm hoping. I'm basically on the clock against them. It's only a matter of time. If we look at the tech screen here, it's only a matter of time until India gets feudalism, so they can already research it, even though it's an expensive tech. Ahsoka is missing a lot of other basic stuff, like he doesn't have mathematics, and he doesn't have code of laws, and he doesn't have horseback riding, fortunately. So he's missing some techs, but he can go for feudalism, and it's just a matter of time until he gets there. So I'm going to try to get a couple catapults out, and then see if I can do something against this city. I will need a couple catapults to reduce the defenses before attacking, but once he gets longbows, it's going to be very tricky to do anything against India. And you can see there's Indian units running around. We also spotted an American stack. There's also an American stack of units down here in this area. And here comes another Dutch one, although this doesn't look too bad overall. Not too bad on the whole. So these units probably should be able to deal with this, hopefully. We'll have to clear the axe and the sword and then deal with the chariots. Wait, do they have any? No, they don't have any spears in this stack, so maybe I can use the chariot in this against this particular group. Anyway, we'll see. We shall see. We'll try to kill them when they come down on the flat ground. And let's see, I wanted to come and mine a hill tile here. I looked at that before. This city is going to need cottage brought over. Going to need some kind of cottage down. Unfortunately, it's off the river, so non-river cottages are always a little bit weaker. Alrighty, what do we have over here? Well, they've split these stacks. Sword, axe, chariot, and an axe and a chariot. Hopefully we can kill these guys. Alright, first of all, let's get the road up on this tile, and then we're going to try to reconnect the corn, which got pillaged. Here, get that. These 2 guys are kind of stuck out in no man's land. We'll move them over in a second. Okay. Let's see what the best odds we can get. Only 67%. That's not too great. That's because they're up on the defensive cover. But I would like to keep them from pillaging this if possible. Let's see. I'm just thinking if I want to take those odds. Probably because after I wipe out that initial axe, I'll get much better odds on the other units. It's that defensive bonus that's giving them the edge. Well, 2 out of 3. And actually we won flawlessly, so that's kind of nice. Alright, so that unit went down. Now we've got a chariot and a sword. 80%. Yeah, unfortunately we don't get great odds on We don't get great odds on the chariots, but the chariot doesn't get any defensive bonuses, so 80%. 4 out of 5. There we go. Okay, not too bad. And then there's just a sword, which we will take out with an axe. This guy's got a heal. Right, he'll be up to full next turn. And no, 80%. That defensive bonus for being on the hill does give them a decent edge. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, yeah, unfortunately, moving those hereditary rule units out definitely affected those guys. Alrighty, but the good news is we did pick up this tile again. Although I can't actually work it until I move some more units into that city. You guys come on down here. Let's promote this guy just in case he sees combat. He's up to combat 3 now, which is pretty awesome. Same thing here. They can heal on that tile next turn. These guys, I don't see any real reason to attack. Yeah, I don't see any real reason to do that. Let's see. Now, unfortunately, moving a unit out of here will also make this city unhappy. But I need to move my chariot down here so that the units that are healing will get that medic bonus. Alrighty. And we just dropped that tile anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Alright, what would I want to do? I wanted to swap to a catapult here and then whip it next turn. Hang out there for right now. You come and spread religion, so the borders will expand. I don't know why it chose to work that tile. If we have to work a tile, we want to work this one. You can come up here and throw down a cottage for us, even if it takes a little bit. Let's see. I should probably put one more unit on this tile. Yeah, because otherwise they'll just attack it with the chariot. Oh, I was like, can I promote that guy? But no. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, then we're covered here against their chariot. Okay. Oh, wait, they can attack this with a chariot. Do I have another spear? No. Let's see. Well, we do have a sword on this tile. They're probably just going to move on to this tile next turn. Yeah, they'll probably just move on to this tile next turn, but I'm trying to think which group I need to cover more. Probably more important to cover this tile. Okay. Alrighty, so we got a little bit lucky there and not losing any of those battles. Let's see. Do they have a chariot in here? Yes. Okay, so I can't road this tile, even though I'd like to do so. Well, actually I could road it and cover with some spears. Actually, let's do that, shall we? Okay, so we'll road that tile and then cover it with 2 spears. Those chariots are not going to be able to kill 2 spears. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see. This city just got a forest chop into its library. That's fine. We do need to finish the library. And what did I want to do? I wanted to bring a guy up here, and I wanted to work on improving Babylon. Because there's a couple tiles of Babylon that still have to be improved. So, we'll road that, and then we can move up to the hills from there, I think. Yeah, we can move to that hill tile from here. Okay. Let's see, do we have enough gold to finish currency? No, just barely not enough. Okay, so I'll run a 0% turn and then a 100% turn. Okay. And, yeah, we're in pretty good shape. I'll just keep it here. This city can't really grow anyway. I'll take the bonus production for now. Okay. What I'm doing at Babylon is I'm going to build some bowmen. And the idea behind that is I'm just going to keep them in the city for hereditary rule. and just use them to increase the happiness cap. So I'm just going to build a couple bowmen and have them sit there. Okay, and they just split that stack. Okay, so they did choose to attack. Well, that's not going to work there. And hopefully I won this as well. Nope, I lost. Oh, and they finally attacked my archer that's been sitting there forever. Not very well, though. What were the odds on that combat that I lost? What were the odds on that combat that I lost? I'm just curious. Okay, that last one was 3%. Let's see. 38%. So my odds to win that one were about 60% that I lost. Oh well. I lost 1 unit to clear out all the ones that they had. So where's my chariot now? We use the Medic 3 chariot. 99%. That'll get him an extra promotion. Don't worry, I won. There we go. Okay, so that actually does get this unit another promotion. I'll use it to take that unit up to 3 moves. Alrighty. In the meantime, we'll come over here. And we were able to push back that latest attack, fortunately. Let's get this corn reconnected. There we go. Now the corn's reconnected. Oh wait, no. I still need one more. There we go. Now it's reconnected. There we go. Okay. And let's see. Heal in 1 turn? Nope. Okay. Then I'll move into the city to heal. You'll be able to heal there in 1 turn next turn. Okay, 1 turn. Good. There we go. Hereditary rule to the rescue. Might as well just move into the city. Heal faster in there. Especially once I move this chariot back in. 1 turn. Just go ahead and heal. You hang out in there. Okay, so what do we have? We've got 5 units here. They actually pillaged this road tile, interestingly. And then we've got another sword, axe, and chariot incoming. The Dutch seem to be doing quite well in this game. Note that they're like the leading AI. I think that they took advantage of India's early weakness to get more territory than they would have otherwise. Okay, this city went ahead and grew. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about that one. Okay, so we want to take out that stack this turn. Sword, axe, chariot, chariot. I could use 1 more turn for this axe to heal. And another turn for that chariot to heal as well. Note that my most promoted axe needs another turn to heal. Okay, so we'll wait and rely on that. Anyway, this guy can come down here and help out down at Sipar. Yeah, you hang out for the moment. Let's see. Got to keep these guys safe. Come back here and road for the moment. Just toss down a safe road. Okay. I want to shift some of the units here so that then they can move to either Optus or Borsippa, depending on where that stack goes. So let's move a couple of the healthy units just up to here for 1 turn, so they can move quickly to either city as need be. Alrighty, I do have a couple units to whip. Babylon still would be unhappy if it grew. 1 more turn there. Catapult. 2-pop whip this. It'll grow back quickly, as we've already seen. We'll put the overflow into that forge. Move the catapult down. At this city, we'll whip it next turn. Let's see. Can I 2-pop whip it if I wait for next turn? No, I don't think so. so we'll put one turn into the forge, and then we'll swap back next turn to whip. Okay. This city's going to be unhappy if I don't do anything. Scientist. Run a scientist then for a second, since it's just going to be unhappy anyway, while we're waiting on this mine to complete. Okay. Oh, and they split the stack. That wasn't very smart. Okay. Well, that chariot would be dead if there weren't so many units coming in. Alrighty, well, the main thing that currency does is it's +1 trade route per city. That's a passive benefit that increases the economy. The other thing it does is it does allow us to build markets, which we don't really have room to build any right now, but will be a big thing later on. Okay, so now we need to build up gold for a little bit. First of all, though, we do need to kill this. They did pillage that road, if you'll notice, but we should be able to hit this force with quite a bit of units. Okay, so we got the catapult in here. Good, and the city will grow back up pretty quickly. Babylon, while I'm here, I want to remember to turn off avoid growth. The city will grow next turn, and it'll finish a bowman, and that will cover the happiness for that particular city growing. I want my great general medic back in the city, so these units will heal quickly. Everyone that's hurt should heal in one turn. One turn. This guy can move here. And I will. Where's that other chariot? Is it still up here? Yeah. Okay. So we'll shift a unit or two up to the north for military rule police duty. And this guy can probably come down here. This city will be unhappy as soon as I move this axe out, but I need this axe down in the corner. So I'm going to move him and see how they immediately becomes unhappy. Alrighty. Well, these guys I probably want to reconnect this road after I kill these units. That unit actually is more dangerous than you might think because it can hit Opus, and then one bad dice roll could cost me the city. So I'll have to send a spear into Opus, I think. Anyway, let's deal with this stack, shall we? Okay, so first we want to kill these guys here. I'm going to use my top unit to kill the... Well, I guess we got to clear the chariots first, unfortunately. Because there's no other way to get the sword or the axe to defend. Yeah, this is why I need so many axes, unfortunately. If I promote combat 2, then I get that axe defending at 73. Whereas this is 79. Interesting. What are the odds on a combat 1? 68%. Interesting. Alright, well, we got to go with the best odds, which is this unit. Unfortunately, it's only 80%, which is not that great. I think I won? Yes. Okay. Alright, so we cleared that chariot. But the problem is we're just going to get another chariot on the next guy that attacks. 73. Alright, what if I promote this to shock? 75. 75 is still better. By the way, I'm moving into the city to attack out because that way they're in the city after they win the combat. You know, they're still sitting in the city is the idea. Okay. I've been fairly lucky in winning a lot of these 80%. Like, the odds say you're going to lose some of them. So we've got one more chariot to clear. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to keep using axes in all these combats. Like, I can't... I'm not getting good enough odds with anything else, unfortunately. Yeah, so there's still one chariot left in this stack. If we kill off the chariots, we can probably leave the rest of that stack. Alrighty, so let's see. What do we still have available? 68%. If I promote the shock, I get 75%. And if I use this guy, I get 73%. Not great odds in any case. It's just more of a matter, do I want to clear the axe or do I want to clear the chariot? I probably want to clear the chariot, in all honesty. But I don't like attacking at these low odds. Like, these are like, you're going to lose a lot of these battles if you can't get better odds than this. I've been fairly fortunate in winning all these battles. And again, thank goodness that I got another great general. That's very nice. Good to know. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use him on. Well, I'll have to think about that. If I had a really good unit producing city, maybe I'd use him in the capital as a for the instructor. Great military instructor. I don't know, maybe. I guess I could use another medic unit. Maybe. I guess I could use him on that spear and turn the spear into a medic 3. That wouldn't be the worst situation. Okay, well, we'll come back to the workers over there in a second. Okay, so now we have a sword and an axe left here. I've still got that 73. You know, I don't think I'm going to kill this. I think I'll just leave them alone. They'll probably just going to move on to this tile next turn. Give my guys a chance to heal up. I still need more axes down here. Even with all the axes I've built, I still need more of them. Because if you've noticed, I have to keep using axes to attack over and over again. Nothing else gets particularly great odds down here. Anyway, let's use this spear over here so that the chariot can't kill Opus as a city. And then these guys will just come into the city for the moment. Alrighty, now we can come over here and look to... Alright, so what we want to do now that we have some, temporary time is we want to clear out some of these forests. Make it much harder for these guys to slip in here and keep harassing us the way they've been doing. These guys would be nice to re-road that tile, but I'm afraid we can't do that this turn, so we'll keep them in the area. I guess we might as well improve this tile. Then I'll cancel that so that next turn they'll be available for work again. Let's see, this guy can help finish that line. So I'm taking towards civil service and then machinery so I can get maces on the board. It's only a matter of time until they start attacking with horse archers and even elephants because there's ivory down here. And I'm very worried about what's going to happen when that takes place since I'm struggling to keep everything alive as is. Okay, anyway, Nipper, we got that cat out. At Aker, I said I wanted to whip the catapult this turn. Now that the whipping penalty's worn off. And, can we increase the food at all? No, we can't get to +7 food, unfortunately. So, oh well. That'll get us the cat, and we'll overflow back into that forge. That's the thing is, you got to keep balancing infrastructure against unit builds. You can't just go all units, or it's not going to be enough. And there's even more units incoming. Oh, they're turning and running. I think he pillaged the... I think that guy just pillaged my cattle pasture over there, which is okay because now I'll kill the unit, and I can always repasture that tile, but it is a little bit irritating. Okay, so another bowman to keep increasing the capital in size. I'm going to be in bureaucracy soon, and so I want as large a capital as possible. Okay, we built a catapult, overflow into the forge. Look at all that overflow. And some of this forest chop should help finish that forge too. Okay, over here it's a bit quiet right now, but you know there's going to be more units incoming soon. There's another chariot. Yeah, these guys turned and ran away. But I can probably kill these guys. Alright, so first things first. Kill this unit, 99% odds. And nothing can hit that spear. so that was a bit silly by those. That was just a total suicide thing. Alrighty. So I move this guy in. Where's our medic spear? Move him here. Now join him with the general. He'll lead these troops as a warlord. Alrighty, so now we take medic 3. And we actually have more promotions available. So what we should do is we should go towards Woodsman 3 promotion, which is really hard to get, but we should be heading in. Well, actually, let's just take the morale, so we have 2 moves on this guy instead of 1. Now we'll move in here, and now these units that are injured will heal really fast because we've got the medic 3. That said, there should be enough units here to kill some of these guys. So here's how we'll do that. Road. Reconnect this tile. Actually, no, that guy didn't even pillage the tile. Interesting. I don't know what he was doing then. Alrighty, so what do we need? We need an axe. Let's see, what units do I have in here? Yeah, I've got some full strength axes in here. I guess it's got to be this guy, though. Because the others are hurt. Yeah. 73%. Not the greatest odds, but we'll take them because we should be able to kill... No, well... Actually, now I'm not sure that I should take them. Much as I'd like to clear this guy. I don't know, I have a feeling like I'm going to lose if I... What odds do we get there? Yeah, not very good. I was hoping that the axe would face the sword first, but no, it doesn't work that way. Because the chariot would get great odds against the axe, left alone by itself. Yeah, the problem is these axes all need to heal, unfortunately. Alrighty, so we'll just cover... See, like this guy would get 80% odds, but he can't reach. Alright, so we'll just cover the workers with the healthy axes. And we'll just leave it as is for right now. Then I will need a spear to shift down in this direction and kill that random chariot that's wandering around. Okay, this guy though now is combat 3, so that's really nice. And look, he heals up. He's at half strength and he heals in 1 turn. Oh, those medic 3 units, so good. Just get the units back into the fight so much faster. And you hang out here for right now. Okay, so these guys will finish the mine. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and mine that. This is one city that actually has the potential to be like a high production city because it has these 4 grassland hills and it's got the cows. So yeah, this one, if I can ever get some happiness in here so it can get above size 5 or 6, could actually be pretty good. I guess I'll have to get a temple in here, I guess, to deal with the happiness issues. Boy, it would be so much easier if I had 2 or 3 happiness resources. God, this game would be easier if that were the case. It just makes it so hard. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's see. Well, there's no reason to let it grow into unhappiness. I guess we just have to leave it as is for the moment. Turn off growth. Yeah, sadly there's not a whole lot I can do. I will chop the forest. I can chop this forest, that'll finish the forge, and then I can go on to some more units from there. You finish the cottage right now, so I can swap you over to the cottage while I'm thinking about it. Poor Timo has not been very useful in this game. I was hoping that I could get him Woodsman 3, but I was wrong. Anyway, we'll just shift him down here. Let's see, here I have to reselect the cows. Note that I gave the corn tile over to Opus because Borsippa can't really grow any further since, well, it's already past the happiness cap. It's only remaining happy due to all these hereditary rule units getting crammed in there. So, let's see, library. What we should actually do here is we should swap to a forge at size 6 and triple whip the forge. And then that'll finish the library as well. Alrighty, yeah, so catapults. Moving them forward. And which city is working this tile? This one? No reason to do that. We still want to work this tile, even if we're not doing anything else. Even if, yeah, you still want to be working this tile. Even if we can't grow any further, I can always grow into unhappiness and whip the city. Or use it to produce a worker or something like that. Although this city's next build actually needs to be a market because this is my shrine city. So we'll set it to market for right now. And I'll whip the market when it becomes available. Yeah. Okay, you mine that tile. You hang out in Babylon for right now. Yeah, that works. We're just going to keep growing this city for the time being. Alrighty. Actually, swords make such good city attackers. Let's bring the sword down here as well. So we'll bring the sword and these chariots over. So yeah, this city overflowed into forge. This looks pretty good, although I think I'll work that tile. I don't need a lot of extra in growing. And we'll get that forge out quickly. What is Nippur working? This city can't really grow, so let's de-emphasize the farms and emphasize production instead. There we go. This city is actually a decent unit producer too. Not too shabby. Oh wait. Okay, that guy can hang out there. So I've got another promotion on my chariot. I'm going to give him morale promotion as well. So now the chariot has 3 moves, which means it very useful. You can use it for scouting. You can use it to rapidly cover the distance between cities, things like that. Okay, nice. All right, so you guys are all chopping. This is going to Akkad. Are these all going to Akkad? Yes. That's going to be a lot of production in that city. And you hang out in here. Okay. So I'm trying to make a little bit of a push down here. We'll see. It'll depend on what happens. But I think I have enough units. Cautiously think I have enough units over here so I can shift units down in this direction. I hope so anyway. I have some very highly promoted axes over here. So that's the hope anyway. And I am actually, I mean, look at my territory right now. I've got almost all my cities on infrastructure. I'm trying to get out forges because there's such useful buildings in terms of increasing production. All right, so here comes some more units, and yeah, the AI is dumb. 99%. What is the line from Spaceballs? Evil will triumph over good because good is dumb. So, despite what the animation would suggest, I'm probably going to win that battle at 99%. And yeah, I mean, that's just like a free kill. How many turns do I need to get civil service? 6. So I'm going to need roughly 350 gold-ish in order to get this tech, but that's not too much longer. There's an axe and a chariot coming in. Okay, that means I need to cover this unit, or else he can get hit by the chariot. Unfortunately, I do not have a spear that can reach that unit, sadly. Yeah, I needed to have a spear a little bit closer. Oh well. We'll just have to retreat from clearing this particular tile because I can't get a unit up there. The only one that can reach it is my medic chariot, and then that could get killed by their chariot way too easily. Okay, still interesting how it cancels the chopping order because it's within 2 tiles of the chariot, even though the chariot cannot actually reach this tile. But yeah. So this guy is going to have to move elsewhere. Actually, you might as well just move there. You heal for 1 turn. These guys are fine for right now. Yeah, unfortunately those Dutch units just like ran back into Indian territory, which means they'll come back again. So for one turn, Dur, Curry, whatever will be okay. Since it has, for one turn, 2 units sitting in here on Hereditary Rule Happiness. So we'll just run a Scientist for right now. We are going to whip that market, and then it'll grow back from there. Yes, so for all that I've emphasized axes, these spears do still have an important role to play. Move out a spear. It can be attacked, but only by the chariot. And we'll move out 1 or 2 of our highly promoted axes as well. And I'll just move down the chariot as well, in case I have a need for it next turn. Okay. This guy's fine here. Down here, yeah. Not too much to say. Can I reconnect that tile? Yeah. We want to reconnect this tile. So we'll cover with these units. And we'll cover with a spear as well. The axe and sword should be the only thing that can attack them. Let these guys heal up. Okay. And yeah, this city, as I said, can't grow, unfortunately. Will that chop finish the forge? Yes. Yes, it will. I might as well road that tile while I'm on it. Over here, you go ahead and chop this granary while you're here. And let me just check the cities real quick. This city I don't really want to grow too much further because it's already way past the happiness cap. And this is a nice 8 production goes to 10 with organized religion. Working on those forges. Nipper's getting pretty close on its forge. Maybe I can get some catapults out of this city. Although I might need an emergency axe or 2. Again, out of there. This city's going to whip its market soon. In a turn or 2. For a 4-pop. 4-pop's an expensive whip, but that city has plenty of growth. Library's going to finish here. What are we in the whip cycle? We probably need to get 2 axes out of this city afterwards. This city we're going to quadruple whip its forge as soon as it hits size 6. So we'll be doing that soon. And in decent shape still. Once I get these cats over here, we'll see if we can do something against India. Depends on how many units come out of the fog. Okay, they moved in a way I was not expecting. Oh, and there's an Indian city right down there now. Closer than I was expecting. Okay, sword, chariot. Great prophet popped up. We're going to need another spear down here. This is a fairly broad front. That also makes defending difficult. Okay, these guys are still trying to come in through the forest. Need to clear out that forest too. Anyway, dealing with the forest always makes this a lot more difficult. Okay, so we'll shift this spear over. I'm actually going to need another spear to head down in that direction. Got 1 spear. Actually, I've got my medic spear. He's not actually the spear I want over there. Yeah, not the unit I'm looking for, actually. And I'd really like to finish this road, but the chariot can kill it if I do. Yeah, so we just need another spear over here is the thing. One's here. One's here. Yep, I'm going to have to move over the medic spearman, although that's not what I want. This one has 2 moves, so can actually move like so. Whoop! Spearman with 4 moves. Helps to be a great general. Let's see. So, a bowman, let's see, bowman gets 25% hills defense. I'm wondering if it's worthwhile to cover the worker with the bowman. He will probably attack. I don't think the odds are that great, unfortunately, though, if I do that. So, I don't think the odds are good enough, basically. Go ahead and chop. And now Dur, Curry, Galzu is going to be unhappy again. Or, no, it's... Oh, wait, yes it is. It is unhappy. Okay, I could attack these guys, but I'm not attacking them in the forest. Okay, so that's going to finish the forge. Road that. So what we will do, though, is we'll occupy this tile to keep them from... Well, actually, we'll just force them onto that tile. And then we'll get them when they try to move onto the copper. So we still need to try and deal with the sword and the chariot here. They'll probably try to move onto that tile. Let's see if we can cover this tile and stop them from moving onto it. So in order to do that, we want to move here. Okay. Yeah, so they will probably move onto this tile, would be my expectation. Axe, spear. I do want one more axe down here. They might move onto that tile too. Hard to say. Meanwhile, while we've got a second, we'll go ahead and improve this tile. During the rare interval when it's not under pressure. Alright, so that will nearly finish the granary. Gotta chop this forest probably next. Or maybe just throw down another cottage. I also need to get a road connection down here so I can shift units back and forth. Anyway, these forges are about to finish. Do I already have a forge here? No, I need to get a forge in the capital soonish too. That won't take too long once we're in Bureaucracy Civic. And yeah, I'm shifting these cats down here. So this city can whip something soon, can it? Yeah. This battle will determine if I need more axes or if I can get another catapult out of this city. This city can whip something soonish too. Maybe I can get a catapult out of this city. Let me check to see. India's techs. India still does not have feudalism. Wow, they've researched way up the top of the tree. They're already pushing for music tech. Interesting. Wow, they actually attacked? Okay, well that was not smart. Okay, that was purely suicidal. We had hill advantage and defensive bonus. I did not think that they would do that. Like, if any of those battles were won, it would have been extremely against the odds. What the? Okay, I wasn't expecting that either. That's just suicide. Okay, well the AI made a dumb move this turn. I just cleaned everything up with no problem whatsoever. And yeah, that unit's gonna die. Craziness. Anyway, well, we finished the forge here, so that's good news. And let's see, we've still got a whip penalty here. I'm trying to avoid stacking up double whip penalties, as I'm sure you've noticed. Alrighty, so what else can we do? Well, we can put that overflow into another cat. Cat's a bit of a luxury build. Yeah, it wants me to train a settler. And we can finally start going towards civil service. 6 turns at 60. It'll be close. Close enough to try in any case. The Mahabodhis. Wow, they built the Hindu shrine. Or no, that's the Buddhist shrine. Excuse me. Thought for a second it was the Hindu shrine. No, it's the Buddhist one. Alrighty, so, well, 99% odds to kill this. So, let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Typically, you don't want to risk your great general units, but at 99% odds, I will go ahead and do so. Okay, so now we need to get this guy up here so he can heal the units that were just in the fighting. This guy, let's go ahead and give him the awesome anti-mounted promotion formation, and now he'll heal to full. He gets the benefit of healing because he's next to my spearman. Pretty good stuff. Okay, let's see, what else are we looking at? Yeah, we are not going to be working an unimproved grassland tile. That would just be silly. Do I want this chop to go to Sipar or Mari? Probably Sipar, because it's a more developed city. Probably. Okay, you can hang out here. Oh wait, these units no wait, actually no. Great medic, great general medic. You move here, so these guys will heal faster that are on this tile. Alrighty. So let's move back to that tile. Try to finish chopping it, and move to this tile and try to chop this one. And we do want to push a settler over here soonish as well. I will be looking to do that. I'll have to think about which tile to put that on. One of these tiles, though. That way, then Akkad will be safely in the backlines. Actually, I can probably turn this into 2 cities. One for the cattle and one for the corn and stone. That would be a lot safer to do it that way. Maybe just on this tile here, because that would be pretty safe. That would be a fairly safe plant on this tile. Yeah, let's work towards doing that, shall we? One of these cities that's at the happiness cap can build towards that. Okay, so yes, this city is still growing. Good stuff. Let me see if I can borrow one of these tiles actually from Nippur. And actually that means I need to throw down another cottage up here for Nippur. Yeah, I actually do need more cottages here as these cities continue to grow. So for right now, we'll take back this tile, so that'll cause the city to grow faster. And we're about to get into, what's it called? About to get into bureaucracy soonish. And yeah, so I will need to shift a worker. Actually, I just have a worker. This worker just finished, so this worker can shift up here and throw down an extra cottage or two. We need one like here and here. We need cottages on these tiles. So we're running out of stuff to work. Okay, we'll finish the library and then swap to forge. What the? Oh. AI City Governor, what are you doing, man? I recognize why it wants to get the organized religion bonus, but still. Oh, we are not working that tile. No. What we will do, though, is we'll finish this mine. And then we will work this tile, a 1-3 tile instead of a 1-1 tile, that icky unimproved tile. Let's see, these guys, I do have I was going to say I need another medic unit, and I do have one. I have Captain Timo. He's on duty. He will help these guys heal faster. Yeah, the only unit that's really injured is the one axe is a little bit low. The others should heal pretty fast. So we'll promote this guy. 2 turns. He'd heal in 1 turn if the Great General medic were there, but still heal faster by virtue of having a medic. And they'll all be almost to full next turn. So let's get ready to move out, shall we? We want to put these units in position to move onto this tile next turn, and then be prepared to move out. So we've got 2 catapults, right? 2 catapults, yeah. Now this city's going to be unhappy once I move all the units out. Okay. So we look... I'm going to cautiously say that we're safe right now. We cautiously appear to be safe. You never know what's going to pop up out of the fog, but I'm going to, I'm going to say that we're probably okay for right now. And then I can move these guys, and these guys both can move on to this tile next turn. And I'll bring the spearmen along with me. and hopefully we'll be okay. The other reason why is I do have some whips available. So, yeah, we should whip something. If we're sending those axes forward, we probably need to do a double whip of 2 axes. So let's do that, shall we? Axe, we will do the double whip axe trick here. And Sipar is about ready to whip something too. Remember how I had said that depending on the outcome of the fighting over here, I would either have to whip more units or I could go for a catapult. Well, I think I can go for a catapult here because I can probably safely go for a cat. But what I want to do is I want to let this chop finish the forge first, so then I'll get the forge production bonus when I whip the catapult. Minor thing, but you know, it all adds up in Civilization. Okay. And yeah, pretty happy with what we're looking at. So we're going to try to move on to this tile next turn, and then move from there onto this tile. We'll see. Depends on if a lot of units show up or not. Bowman in Babylon. What we want. Good. Still growing. In preparation for the bureaucracy bonus. I guess I need to cottage these 2 tiles as well. ASAP. So we want another bowman as it continues to grow. Yay, we got another forge done. Excellent. It's a shame we don't have gold, so we get happiness from that. That would be awful nice. Let's see. Is there any infrastructure that I really need here? A market feels a little expensive for right now. I'd probably go for courthouses over markets because I'm organized, but I don't feel like I quite need that yet. Get another catapult for the moment. Okay, we got the library. Now we're going to go for the forge. We will whip that forge next turn. And what did we have show up? We had an archer show up. That's not too scary. And we had a sword show up. That's a little bit more scary, but still not too bad. So we'll 2-pot whip the axe. And then we'll overflow into another axe, as we've seen before. At this city, which is horribly unhappy, we will go ahead and 4-pot whip that market, which will hurt the city immediately, but it will grow back. And this city doesn't have much in the way of production, so it's pretty necessary. And then over here, we'll go ahead and finish that forge. And then we'll go ahead and whip an axe. Maybe an axe because we got to deal with this. We'll see. The other thing I can do is, well, I was going to say I can shift over a sword or something, but I really can't. So let's shift an axe over from here, shall we? One of my promoted axes. Cancel that. Belay that order. Get a road. Wait, let me just see what the fastest way to move one of these guys down here would be. How fast can I get a guy down here? 3 turns. Actually, that's not fast enough. Won't be there in time. But this guy can come. This guy will be here next turn, and he'll be able to get in. Yeah. Okay. So this axe has it covered. That said, it might be a good idea to shift one other axe down there because I have a lot of axes in this area. Shift one of these new unpromoted axes down, perhaps. So yeah, we'll move one guy down there. You, I said, wanted to throw down cottages on the missing tiles up there and over here. Let's do this closer one first. You are staying in the capital for hereditary rule purposes. Chop. I don't even know what this warrior is doing. We'll see. We can kill the warrior pretty easily. Actually, Nipper, maybe we'll get a settler out of Nipper for over here. As I said, I'd like to grab this tile because it's a safe place to put a city, and it would be needs a little irrigation, but otherwise it's a pretty decent city. Got a lot of grassland tiles, got some hill tiles. Once I have civil service, I can farm over here, and then I can mine the hills. Like I can work these 2 hills and the grassland, just turn into a production city. Yeah, I can totally see that working. We're just still trying to clear out the forest. Okay, those guys are full health, so we'll just retreat back here for the moment. I'm actually going to move the other chariot up so that this chariot can be in a position to kill that warrior next turn if it moves up like an idiot. In the meantime, I guess we should start clearing these forests out. Okay, and yeah, let's go forward and see what we can see, shall we? Okay, so we didn't really see much of anything. I guess that's a good sign. So we will order the advance. Oh, and I'm not worried about this archer. I have this chariot hanging out. The chariot will be able to deal with this archer once it comes down off that defensive terrain anyway. Shouldn't be much of an issue. Actually, let's keep that guy there. He's in a nice little central defensive spot. Okay, move this guy forward. By the way, watch my cost. My cost will go up as I move units into enemy territory. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but it will. There it goes. See how it went up to 61? Civ 4 does... A lot of people have said, why doesn't Civ have a unit supply model? Well, Civ 5 does have a unit supply model. It's just passive. See how the cost went up? When you're moving around in enemy territory, you have to pay extra unit supply. So, even though you don't actively manage like supply lines in this game, there is in fact a concept of supply in Civ 4. And I actually think it works pretty well because micromanaging supply lines is not really that much fun in a game like this. Alright, anyway, so, workers. What we will want to do is let's go ahead and road this tile while we're in the area. We can road this. And then if we're successful, we'll be able to road, we can road this tile and road this tile. Unfortunately, Bombay will be crushed by Delhi's culture, but there's not much we can do about that. Still, this front looks relatively quiet for the moment. And we gotta hope that it stays that way. Actually, if I cottage this turn, I can finish the cottage with this guy next turn, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, well, hopefully we won't have 20 units come running out of the fog here next turn. Because that would be very awkward. Okay, that guy just committed suicide. So we finished the forge. As I said, we're going to... Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to whip an axe because we've got so much overflow, but that's fine. This forest chop will finish the axe, and then that'll be enough to kill that sword. Alrighty. The only other thing I could build is... I guess I could put this towards a courthouse. But we can only... Actually, we'll just whip the courthouse, and that'll be fine. Alright, so we finished the granary there. What do we want next? This... Either a commerce... Or probably we want a forge, because that makes everything else cheaper. And as I already said, go ahead and finish that there. There we go. And that forest chop will finish the axe, and we'll get plenty of overflow. Yeah, look at all this. 57. We'll overflow that into a courthouse and whip that. Actually, we'll probably turn this into 2 axes and then just whip the courthouse in standard fashion. And Ahsoka got yet another great profit. Really pretty amazing. Okay. Let's check to see what's in here. Oh wow, a gazillion chariots. Nice! They get no defensive bonuses. Ha ha ha! Excellent. Chariots don't get defensive bonuses. So that's perfect. By the way, Alt-click selects all units in a stack for the curious. I think I've mentioned that before. Okay. This guy, my great general, medic spear. I'm slightly worried that the chariots are just going to try to run past my army. So let's get another spear in here. And if worse comes to worse, we can always go for that. So select the spear here. And I'm going to move the spear forward like so. And I'm going to move this axe down here like so. So this axe will be able to hit that swordsman. Oh, the swordsman might move onto this tile next turn. If he does that, it'll probably get pillaged. Not a lot I can do about that. If he moves onto the cows, though, I'll be able to hit it with the axe. And I am producing an axe in here next turn, so. Okay, this city should be regrowing. Yes, it is regrowing. Now just regrow into these cottages. And we've now got a market in here to benefit from the shrines. So that gets us a little bit of that. Gives us 2 extra gold. It'll be more as we spread Confucianism to more cities. Wow, we're actually dealing with unhealthiness. Huh. That's... Oh, it's because I've cleared so many forests. Okay. Do I have any health resources I haven't connected with a road yet? The wheat. I have to road the wheat. Yeah, well, we'll have to come and take care of that. Yeah, because the wheat's worth 2 health. Okay, well, we will deal with that in a minute. I'll make sure to take care of that while I'm up there. So, cottage first. And I'm shifting this unit down here to the south. This guy, I don't know what this guy's doing. He just moved a warrior up. That is one brave warrior, but not a very smart warrior. Very brave, not so smart. So that was a free experience point. Move back here. Okay. So we're going to move a guy into the city so that it stays happy, basically. No reason to suffer unhappiness if we don't have to. Yeah, we got the catapult under construction, and yeah, I'll whip this settler to completion when we get up there. Okay. And we keep on clearing this stuff out. Finish the catapult, and I'll probably overflow into a courthouse. Well, I'll let the overflow go into the courthouse. Okay, what are we looking for? The forge. We got to triple whip the forge, so knock that out. And then we'll have all the basic buildings constructed in this city, which is what we're looking for. Again, as soon as this archer comes down off defensive terrain, I'm going to try to kill that unit, although it's likely to try to move onto this tile. Anyway, so go ahead and take woodsman. Yeah, I'm hesitant to move this guy up because I can't get him on that same stack, and I don't want to leave my Great General Super Medic unit exposed. So we'll just leave him there for the moment. He can just heal this turn. There is one unit I can put on this hill tile. I can go ahead and move my bowmen onto the hill tile to cover that. Hopefully get this guy on flat ground. And we'll see. If they don't move a gazillion archers into that city, we should be able to take it next turn. You guys don't have a lot to do. Just cottage on this tile for right now. Basically just waiting, because if I would take this city next turn... Okay, great. Then I'll want to road this tile. Okay, so we got a decent shot at this city next turn, and then I'm going to have a lot of work for these workers to do in blazing a path through this little area right here. Okay. And they did finish that cottage, didn't they? Yes, they did. Okay. And that's kind of where I thought he'd move to. More units moving into Bombay. Okay. Alright, so we'll overflow into the courthouse. Built an axe here. I said we might as well overflow into our cheap courthouse here as well. There's the forge. Good. Well, since we can grow anyway, I'll keep it on this. There's not a ton that I need here. I guess I'll go ahead and grab my cheap barracks here. So what are we looking at in here? There's a lot... Wow, Ahsoka's finished the Jewish shrine now too. Okay, so there's a lot of units in this city, but they're mostly chariots who don't get defensive bonuses. So it's not as bad as it looks like. Oh, and there's also a galley in here. So if we can kill the city this turn, we'll also take out that galley. Okay, so we'll split the stack first of all. Let's see if we can... Yeah, it's probably more important to take out the defensive bonus. We can cut that in half. Now, this is where I wish I had four catapults, because that would have wiped out the defensive bonus pretty well. And the sword will get the best odds because they get that city attack bonus. Now, there's only one really tough defender here, and that is that City Garrison 2 archer. See how he's got the City Garrison promotions? Their other archers don't have much of anything. This also has the full fortify bonus. So we'll go ahead and lead with this and hope to win. I believe we lost, though. Yeah. I've seen the anime. At least we did redline that unit. We may not have enough attackers to take the city. But anyway, now we're committed, so we got to try and take this, and we got to hope that the dice are kind to us. I think we won this one. Yes, 58%. Once the archers are down, we're going to have chariots defending, and that will be much, much easier. So 61% on him. Throw on the city raider, so we get better odds. Once the archers are down, we get much better odds. Alrighty, so look, now it's basically all chariots. So now spears can come to the fore. 96% odds. What if I attack with the archer? So yeah, see, not as good odds. Now I wish I had brought some more spears along. So it's all a bunch of chariots defending now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chariots. So my spears will get awesome odds, but I don't have enough spears along. I was not expecting to march into their territory and find a city with a ton of spears defending it. I just was not expecting that. So let's see. There are... Yeah, I actually cannot take the city this turn because I don't have enough attackers to kill all the defenders. 72%. 75%. The question is, do I want to keep attacking at these odds or wait? I guess the question is, will they reinforce the city next turn? And that I'm not sure of. Let's see. Let's see, both of my spears can take a promotion next turn, so they'll be able to kill a chariot each. I guess I gotta go ahead. 75% is pretty good odds. Alright, so we did win that, although that axe took a fair amount of damage in the process. 75% odds again. Versus 76%. We'll take the 76%. I think we lost this one now. Nope. I was wrong. Misinterpreted the animation. 79%. Well, if I was taking the earlier odds, I'm obviously going to take this. Got that one too. And unfortunately, we came up 1 unit short of taking the city. So that's a bit of a mistake by me. So we'll move this guy forward. And he'll be able to attack next turn. And all those units will be able to attack next turn as well. So we should be in pretty good position to kill those guys next turn. Alrighty, so what are odds we're looking at here? 85%. I'm going to take 85% any day of the week. Even if I lose, the bowman can then attack and clean up. Wow, that guy was redlined. Well, he survived, thank goodness. Meanwhile, over here, what odds we're looking at here? 76%. I think I'm going to take those because if I win, I can stop him from pillaging. Alright, nice. I had very good combat luck here. Very, very good combat luck. Okay. Yeah, so pretty good stuff there. You guys get that road across. Mine here. And yeah. Let's see, what do we want? Do I want to overflow into the courthouse, or do I just... Actually, I think I want to overflow into something else. And then I'm going to whip the courthouse. Yeah, I'll overflow into cat, then I'm going to whip the courthouse. And we'll go from there. Okay, so this guy can shift back over in this direction, since we dealt with the threat over there. And you can chill for the moment. Actually, no, let's move this guy forward. Okay, and we want to road this tile because it'll be in our sphere of influence after next turn. Yeah, this guy is still coming down. Good stuff. We got a cat. Excellent. Another catapult finished. You, though, can chill in this city. So that's going to finish the... Wow, look at all this production we got. Overflow, chopping, and then a gazillion bonuses for being... a a gazillion bonuses for being organized and getting cheap courthouses. Okay. Yeah, now you need to come by. Where's our great General Medic? Come hang out with him. And I just want to road this. Okay. What's the whip penalty look like close here? Next turn I will whip this, and we'll start moving that settler forward. Also probably need to get some workers out. This city can build a worker when it hits the happiness cap, which is going to be very soon. And I'll also need to get calendar tech so I can connect these happiness resources and maybe actually get spices. Okay, well that attack went extremely well. Did I lose even one unit there? Yeah, I lost the sword, but I was not attacking at particularly great odds. So that went extremely well. Now we got to hope that 20 defensive units don't pile in, but it doesn't look like that's happening from what I can see. So courthouses, for those who don't know, courthouses give you espionage points, and they allow you to run spy specialists, but the main thing is they cut your maintenance costs in half, and that's one of the big benefits of organized civs, is they get cheap courthouses. That's one of their big benefits. Okay. So with that out of the way, we'll throw up a catapult here. Still need a couple more. Note that that attack would have been much easier if I had more cat support, which I didn't at the time. Okay, did these guys finish the road? Yes. Hoyna Koppak now just got monarchy tech. He adopted a hereditary rule. Okay. Come back in here and heal. Keep heading towards the front lines. Well, actually, now we might as well just let the settler finish naturally. No reason to whip it when it's just going to finish naturally in 2 turns anyway. That works out fine, though. We can build the settler, and then we'll whip the courthouse then after that. Yeah, that works out just fine. And continuing to road towards that next spot. Okay, so what's in here? They built an archer in Bombay. That was Ahsoka's response. So we're going to take out the defenses down to 8%. And now we will need someone to attack that archer. That's the only difficult defender. The chariots will go down very quickly. This guy's too hurt. This guy is probably our best shot. He's not full strength. Yeah, see, he will probably die, but he will redline the archer, and then we'll be able to clean up from there. Because it'll just be chariots, and the spears will get great odds on them. Or we can get lucky and win at 50% odds. Well, 48. I mean, it's a coin flip. It's 50-50. Alrighty, so now it's on the spears. Take that awesome formation promotion. There we go. 99 whatever %. Excellent. And we will send in our super spear for the last combat. 99-4. I think I'm safe to do that. Listen to him cheering. Woo! There we go. Okay, let's look at the city first. Oh, it didn't. None of that infrastructure got saved on capture. Wow, that really stinks. None of that infrastructure got saved. All those buildings, it's like a 50-50 shot that buildings get saved. None of them got saved on capture. That's a real disappointment. But anyway, we'll still keep the city. So we will still keep the city. And now we're going to pile the units into this. Pile units in here. All those damaged units can move in and heal up. And then it'll be on to Delhi next. If we can take Delhi, I'll be feeling much, much better about this game. And now I need to get a road to this city. Keep this guy on the tile. Note that I have the workers already moving in place. So now we've got a road moving up here. And let's see, what do we have in this city? Actually, a lot of damaged units. That could be a problem. Well, we'll keep moving up. I hope that there's not a big attack out of the fog here, because those units are all pretty damaged. Let's see. Some of these guys can take promotions, and they need the promotion for the heal effect. Yeah, so let's take that for the heal. Let's see. Most of these other guys have shock. Let's keep this guy promoted along the combat line. Having some units with different promotions is a good thing. And this guy can take a promotion too. Excellent. Okay, so now I'm feeling more confident with all those defensive promotions. And we need to move up supporting units. This chariot can be in that city next turn. Like I want to get this guy up to the front lines. I need to road this tile, because then the reinforcements can go on the diagonal. This city is extremely exposed to attack until I can take Delhi, because I need to wipe out all that culture at Delhi. Delhi's borders extend all the way up here, so that's very necessary. Alrighty. And I do have reinforcements incoming behind these guys. Fortunately, nearly every unit survived, so they'll just survive. They got the extra promotions and continued to survive. So I'll shift 2 of these workers up towards the front lines. What does this city look like? Opus does not need the this tile, the corn tile, because it's already at like the happy cap. Of course, so is Borsippa, but whatever. This city, regrowing still, looking pretty solid. Babylon just grew this turn, working all the cottages, working increasingly now the mining tiles as well. Good. No, the capital can't actually work that tile. Oh well. Akkad, pretty solid. I just need to road the wheat tile and get the cottage on that tile too. Well, I can trade cottages around once I have this one cottage. Yeah, we're in pretty solid shape overall. The only one who's really keeping pace on score is Willem. GNP, we're good. Food, we're hanging in there. Production, good. And near the top in soldiers and land area. Yeah, if I can take Delhi, I think I'll be in pretty good shape overall. I think I'll be in pretty good shape. Okay, well, this is a good, convenient stopping point. We're about to get civil service. We'll be in bureaucracy in just 2 more turns. We need to get to Delhi. We need to wipe out the Indian capital before he picks up feudalism, which he does have available to research. So we got to cross our fingers and hope he doesn't go for that next. He seems to be off on the top of the tree. This is a hugely valuable city, so it's just a matter of getting down there and trying to capture it. It is on a hill, though, so it's going to make it more difficult. Just got to pray they don't have longbows by the time that I get down there. But I will have more catapults, too. Where are my catapults coming in? I know I have some, let's see, 3. There's 1 coming down, and I've got a couple more in production. So if I can get down there with like 4 catapults, bomb out the defenses, and then use the collateral feature on the city, we'll be in good shape. Anyway, though, once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I think we made some more progress this turn, taking our first enemy city and getting ready to expand further to the west. Look to be in pretty good shape overall. Anyway, until next time, see you guys later. Have a great week. Take care.